down from the survival scrolls. I am your gracious host, Mr. Bobby Shades, and this is Bridging Fears. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you When It's Time to Say Goodbye. Let's go. So, the show that I've been watching, catching up on, I should say. And there were two very powerful scenes in that show. One of them is one of the main characters. He's watching the main character of the show, and he can see that she's changed, that she's changing. And he's proud of her. But it bothers him, these changes. And he says to another individual in the show, he says, I miss that girl from Culiacan. Culiacan is a city in Mexico. And she turns to him and she says, that girl in Culiacan was trying to survive. Now, Teresa, that's the name of the main star, she wants to live. So that girl in Culiacan is dead. That was a very powerful scene. The other one was a guy who trusted someone very deeply, and she had to put him in jail. The person he trusted, Teresa. But she did everything in her power to get him out. And he wasn't in there long, but he went to jail. And she wanted to continue to do business with him, but he's like, no. As he came out, he could see that he changed. He's not that same person. He's not that gangster. He is a gangster because in the scene, a young buck challenged him, told him he was weak and whatever. And he told him, get out of here. And the young dude was walking away and came back and said, the mere fact that you didn't pull that trigger says to me how weak you are. And he looked at him, he says, Reggie, and he turned back. The young buck turned back and he shot him. And he turned and he said, this isn't right what we're doing. Brothers killing brothers, And you could see it. You could see in his face, that he changed, that he couldn't please everybody any more than Teresa, the main star, could please those around her because of her changes. And the guy that said, I miss the girl from Culiacan, he did her bidding, but he couldn't please her anymore. She was attaining everything that she wanted to. And throughout the whole show, which, mind you, I started the show years ago, and I'm just catching up to the end of it. What few moments that I have to watch it. Her future self would always pop up. And you see where things are a little bit out of control. A guy that she should have gotten rid of a long time ago. And she's doing some coke, and the late great Biggie, baby, stated, one of the main rules, don't get high on your own supply. And you see her old self in her tattered attire look at her and said, you need to survive. You need to survive. Get up. And I was like, wow, various people cannot please other people anymore because of changes. So when is it time to say goodbye? Let's segue into relationships. You're either doing something in where you've attained everything that you can, and now it's time to retire, or you're waiting on a situation that you don't know or see what's ahead because of circumstances. What if you can't please that situation any further and you need to say goodbye? Would you look weak if by the way, I chose this song because my energy is a bit low, very low, so I needed something to just be able to talk. By the way, like, share, and subscribe to this channel. It really helps the algorithm. I'll say it every day, I'll say it all the time. It really does help. Nonetheless, would one be weak if they said, can't do this anymore, instead of continue to still try to fight the good fight? Or would one be fair to themselves and everyone around them that the circumstances have changed? That's today's question. When is it a good time to say goodbye? When is it time to say goodbye? Or maybe not. There are some people that have an insanely high tolerance of patience. And then if you do say goodbye, are you left with what coulda, woulda, shoulda? Maybe if I tried this, or waited that, or done this, or that, would it have made a difference? I'm trying to keep my cool because the drivers today are really touching my soul. But again, my energy is low. So yes, family, when is it time to say goodbye or not? That's today's question. I'm not going to go into a very deep, big explanation. I just want you guys that are watching to ponder the question. Is the juice worth the squeeze? Is the time of waiting worth it? Is the changes cool to roll with or not? How many people are left with coulda, woulda, shoulda? Damn, if only I had, yeah, you know, or best decision I ever made. Life lessons, life experiences. That's all life is, you know? Anyway, family, that's all I have for you today. Let's give thanks and praise that we are 6 feet above ground and not below, and that those in our inner circle are in the same vein. I am your gracious host, Mr. Bobby Shades. This is Bridging Fears. This is a Bobby Shades production. Okay, why are we going slow? We are in New York City and we are going slow. Please keep your head on a swivel, family. Please be about your wits and ponder that question. And I'll see you guys in the next clip.